Hello, this is Matthew with Riverponics. I'm going to show you my latest system I developed. This is a 15 plant grow system on a nice white powder coated frame that is adjustable. Can support the lights. This is a patented system. This is the smallest compost brewer I offer, which is attached to the grow system. The Compost Tea Brewer is what delivers the water and nutrients throughout this system. This is a wicking system, so these containers actually wick up the water from above. So you can actually use soil in these systems, and that's what forms your hybrid system, using a hydroponic environment, but yet using the soil in the containers and using the wicking abilities. And I'll show you how you wick up these containers. You can see in there I have a net cup that sits down inside the grow channel. That little net cup, you would pack that full of soil, and that is your wicking. Now you can control the level of fluid in your channels from the outlets here, the drain outlets. So you would put a 3/4 inch spacer in there, and that will raise and lower the level of water in your channel. So as your plants develop, the roots will grow in the containers, but eventually they'll grow through that little net cup and down into the channel to form your hybrid system. And at that point you can either take out that spacer, because the roots and stuff can slow down your water and raise your water level on its own just by that means. So you, in some cases, have to pull your little spacer to lower the water level. But these channels are all tied together, as you can see. Through underneath, got bulkhead fittings there, and they're all tied together. So the fluid goes through the filtering system here on the brewer. Through this pipe, comes up, that's your clean out. This is your control valve, and then it comes out of here, goes over to your first channel. These channels have a divider down the middle, and they're open-ended on both ends. That's open-ended. So the water flows down one side of the channel, goes the whole distance, wraps around, and then comes back and drains out right there and comes up through the next channel, and it just serpentines through the whole system. Then ultimately the water will come back to this last drain, and that drain is attached to the reservoir of the compost brewer. And you can see I have that up. That's just above what the water line will be in the reservoir. So it's a closed loop recirculating system. So at that point, the pump would pump the water back into the brewer, and the cycle repeats itself. This has overflow protection. There are no glued fittings to the grow system or the brewer. All these parts are removable for cleaning purposes. This is a float valve for controlling the pump that's in the reservoir, housed in the reservoir. And this float valve will prevent your brewer from overflowing. This is the wand, compost wand, that's attached to the pump. It's got a control valve for controlling how much water actually flows into your brewer. Okay, so this is where you put all your nutrients, whether it be liquid fertilizer, granulated fertilizer, or actually compost itself. It's optional. That's what makes this system really unique as far as being able to grow organically with all these regulations and rules coming out through federal laws. This is a way to curb that stipulation with this system. Has an air pump there, which is this is your airlift chamber here, pointing at, and that's what lifts the water over to your filter. Okay, the system also comes with another float valve inside the reservoir. You would attach a tube externally out here. You can run that to a water source. So this literally would become a self-watering system. You don't have to add water to the reservoir, it does it itself. And along with all these containers, with the wicking abilities, these are self-watering, so you don't have to worry about watering these systems. So like I said, this is a 15 plant system. It's compact, fits in a nice corner. You can get a lot of plants in here, easy to hang lights. A lot of flexibility you could do. Like I said, these are adjustable. Now you can put netting up here. It's nice having these holes. You can put netting across here for all your plants. And that's sums up pretty quick what I'm trying to accomplish here and how this system works. I have another system I just developed too, so I'll give you a little preview. And this is a dripping system. So in this system, you can actually do hydroponics with the hydroton pellets and soil. Okay, it's optional. So I'm kind of doing a test run. I'm doing soil and hydroponics both in here. And I have drippers here. Those drippers are adjustable. Kind of give you an idea of what I'm trying to accomplish here. What's nice about this system too is when you are using soil in here, is it's the same concept. I have little net cups in here just like you've seen in all these, even the hydroton ones. So the water not only wicks up in the soil ones, but it's dripping from the top too, okay? And then it can leach out through that net cup into the channels, and it forms that closed loop with my brewer. Okay, and you can see the float valve in the reservoir and how it's got the tube running out, and it ultimately runs back over there to the wall and attached to a water source. All right, well, you can see my plants are looking healthy, doing well. I'll do a little more in-depth video on this system too. So this is my flow and grow system. So anyways, I wanted to show you this latest system and how it looks and feels. It looks and feels great. I really like this system. It's nice and slick and sheen, and the frames are terrific, easy to use. This whole system is real flexible. There's a lot of different things you can do with this, and I probably haven't covered everything. I'll turn this video off and kick myself in the ass because I forgot to mention something, but this gives you a quick rundown. So you please visit my website, which is riverponics.com. Thank you.